Hi guys, we have two breaks tonight on this Friday the 13th. Ay, 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 right? Um, we're going to open a case of Spectra football, which of course is our new release for today. And then we're going to open a half case of Archives baseball, which is the back half of a case that we started, I don't know when, sometime recently, sometime within the last few weeks anyway. And yeah, before we start ripping though, I do have a little bit of information to go over. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Feedback 100% automated. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. That's thanks to the wonders of automation. Yay, go automation, right? And then, of course, the second thing there is simply to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, hanging out with me. Keeping me on the straight and narrow, if you will. This is what is coming up in the days ahead. So we are, tomorrow night's going to be an off night. And then on Sunday, which is usually an off night, or not usually, often, but we will kind of flip the script there. Take Saturday off, break on Sunday. We'll have a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Great Series 2 autographed football jerseys. And we're going to do 12 boxes of Absolute Football. Note those are 2 inner cases, but they are not from the same sealed master case, okay? So it says all that in the description too, but, you know, putting it in both places to be safe. On Monday night, we're going to break Chronicles of Baseball by the full case. That's the last, I think, of Chronicles, that's the last of Absolute on Sunday, I'm pretty sure. On Tuesday, we're going to break 5-star baseball and more Spectra football. On Wednesday, it's a big new release day. We're going to start earlier even than we did tonight. We're going to start at 8 Eastern, which is 5 Pacific, which means auctions are going to start ending as early as like 6 o'clock Eastern. We will open a half case of Flawless Collegiate Football, a full 15-box case of XR Football, and a full 12-box case of Bowman Chrome Baseball. All right, so that is what we look like in the days ahead. Here's what you need to know for tonight. Spectra is breaking first. Archives is breaking second. Right now, guys, I'm projecting this to get out approximately Wednesday. I know that's later than normal. I have a family member who's quite ill and has taken a turn for the worse, and we're not really quite sure how all of that is going to turn out. So I'm padding myself a little bit on shipping because I don't know at what point I may have to take care of some family things. So Wednesday should be the latest as far as I can see at this point, and I would hope that I can get it to you sooner. And of course, Spectra football will be first tonight. Again, Archives will be second. And I don't think we're going to need to worry about consolation cards tonight. I think in both breaks, we will have everybody hitting something, base cards or something. All right, give me 1 second here. Let me see if we are all paid up here in Spectra or if we need to worry about that. Looks like we are all paid up. Hooray. I love it when that happens. Love it when a plan comes together. So, first up, 8-box case of Spectra football. This is break number 1. Product released today. It ended tonight on eBay. We're opening it tonight, Friday night, the 13th of September. Team names, of course, on one side, winning bidders across from each team there on the opposite side. And yeah, that's all you need to know for that. We'll put the spreadsheet up again for Archives as soon as we get to that break. So if you're here for Archives, you do have a little bit of time. It'll take us a bit here to get through Spectra. I don't know exactly how long, but I would say probably, I don't know, maybe 30, 35 minutes, give or take. You probably also noticed that your background went out of focus right there a little bit, and that is on purpose. That was intentional, so don't let that worry you. That is simply going to allow us to see everything up nice and close, the way we like it. So in each of our boxes of Spectra, there's a lot of hits in here, okay? I'm sure everybody's probably opened this at some point along the way, but in case you haven't, we're looking for 4 autographs and 6 memorabilia cards. As always, they're going to say on average. Yes, that's just what Panini does to us. They like to talk about things being on average because sometimes they don't give us what we're supposed to get. Sometimes they replace one of our cards, one of our hits, with a points card or something like that. And if that happens, of course, we will use random to give that points card out at the end of the night. I'm trying to scoot some of this off to the side a little bit. If the camera sees all that reflection, it gives us a weird color, sort of, for whatever reason. First ball cards is here. You are hoping to find a DK Metcalf card in Spectra. All right. We're going to do our best to find you a DK Metcalf card in Spectra. John B. is looking for Mr. Acuna tonight. Joseph, it's your first time breaking here. Well, welcome. Glad to have you. And we'll hopefully have some good luck for everybody on this Friday the 13th. So first out, we have Justice Hill. That is numbered to 20 with a die cut for the Ravens. Next up is Ed Oliver for the Bills. That is our scope pattern, I believe is the name of that pattern. It is numbered to 35. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they're still my team. They're always my team, but my gosh, we looked so bad last week. That is to 199. That is Big Ben Roethlisberger for the Steelers with a relic. Devin White, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, gives us an autograph hit. Was that not numbered? Oh, yeah, it is. I missed it. See? There you go. It is numbered to 25. Jay Allen, you need the Rays, the Rangers, and the Phillies out of archives. All right, Rays, Rangers, and Phillies. I don't blame you for going to bed early, man. You've been having some early mornings. You've had to get up, and you hung in with us pretty good last night, late even. So there is Mr. Chase Vinovich for the Patriots on a base card. And rookie aura for Tony Pollard and the Cowboys. That is a low number to 5 there for the boys. I always like to get the super low number ones. Another max impact relic to 199. That's Christian Kirk for the Cardinals. Followed by Deebo Samuel for the San Francisco 49ers. That is numbered to 50. And we've got both a relic and a signature. We've got green ink on there as well. These boxes are just killing the way this camera is reading things. I don't even know how to make it better either. I hate it when it does that. There's just certain colors that when the camera gets it, it somehow, I don't know what happens. It like overwhelms it and it gives you these really strange sort of color configurations like we're seeing right now tonight, unfortunately. That might be, not much better, maybe a little better. Carolina Panthers, that is numbered to 60. Here's a DK Metcalf for you. It is to 199. A big relic there for Metcalf and the Seahawks. The Biscuit, Mitch Trubisky for the Bears, numbered to 75. And a redemption. So you know the deal with redemptions. If you don't, some of you are new, so you might not. Here's what happens. I leave them right up here in this area that we call housekeeping, and they stay face down up there until the end of the break. Then at the end of the break, we flip them all over, we check them out, and then we go to the Panini website and find out what, if anything, they're numbered to and all that kind of jazz. Todd Gurley, base to 99 for the Rams. Chargers, Keenan Allen. Oh, that's a nice looking relic scope pattern. Where's our number on it? I missed it. It's to 25. Ben Roethlisberger again, this one numbered to 75 for the Steelers, a different card set for that relic. Hunter Renfrow to 99 for the Raiders. Nice looking relic on that, and your autograph to go with. We'd like to find that for Josh Jacobs, huh? He had a really nice game. Joseph, you like the Steelers? Yay, I got a fellow Steelers fan here. Yay. Yeah, I love my Steelers. I enjoy watching lots of NFL teams play, but the Steelers are my team, man. I mean, my Steelers are it. And I was so disgusted with the way we played last weekend. As you see, I am still not over it almost a week later. It's killing me. Jay Allen, you want to see a Reese Hoskins come out tonight out of archives? All right, man. I'll try that for you. Try to work the mojo. Richard Sherman. And Richard is numbered to 50. San Francisco 49ers. Hey, Jay Allen, guess what you don't hear tonight? Ha, you don't hear my squeaky chair, right? My other chair broke, and it spent most of last night trying to dump me in the floor while I was doing the break. It says number to 25 for the Broncos, Bradley Chubb. Excuse me, Bradley Chubb. So I had to go buy a new chair today, and my new chair doesn't squeak when I squirm around like I am known to do. That is number to 99, Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. At least it doesn't yet. I'm sure it will when I set in it for a zillion hours like I did the last one. To 199, there's Ed Oliver, Buffalo Bills. Sorry, guys. Allergies and asthma. Good times. Yeah, Joseph says Steelers didn't play Sunday night. That's an understatement. I mean, I think a high school team could have beaten us. It was terrible. And then this guy, who I do love, Terry Bradshaw, but man, sometimes he needs to just keep things to himself. This is numbered to 60, and he spent, today telling everybody how the Steelers would have won more Super Bowls and things if not for, Antonio Brown and the things the organization lets players get away with, etc. I'm paraphrasing, but to 199, Irv Smith Jr., Minnesota Vikings. Got a little bit of a bad lower left. I see a tiny little imperfection down there, not uncommon on these thicker cards. To 199, that is Mitch Trubisky for the Bears. We have another redemption, 2 of them up there in housekeeping now. Hi, Jalen. I do not think we've had any Giants autographs or relics. Now, as far as base or die cuts or numbered cards, I would not swear to that, man. I wouldn't say one way or the other on that one, but I don't think we've had any autos or relics yet. To 99, that's the Jags and Fournette. Another Aura. This one is Josh Allen for the Jags. So I like this kid. You know I do. It's numbered to 50. I think he's going to be good. I hope he is. For the Jags, he came, of course, from my alma mater, the University of Kentucky. So, like all my UK kids. Numbered to 199. That is Michael Thomas and the Saints. Easton Stick. Numbered to 99. I see a problem down there, lower right corner. You can probably see, actually lower left too, little tiny bits of chipping down there. Easton has both an autograph and a relic. Oh, a pairing. Yay, we like that. Jay Allen says that the squeak used to bring you comfort. You're going to miss the noisy chair. I know that thing just drove me crazy. I really should have gotten another one before I did anyway, but eventually they all squeak because I fidget a lot. I really do. I shift and fidget. Pat Tillman, that's numbered to 60 for the Arizona Cardinals. Max Impact Relic to 25 for Lamar Jackson, who had himself a game. We'll see if he stays on that track in week 2. Speaking of the Ravens, how would you like to have Ray Lewis to 75 to go along with your Lamar Jackson? Riley Ridley, 250, Chicago Bears. Nice little scope. Dual color relic and autograph. I'm a fan of that card. Yeah, Jay Allen, I like the looks of Spectra too. It is always one that, good grief, that I do look forward to opening in both basketball and football. I like the card design. I like the thickness. You know, it's a nice looking set. It's really expensive, but it's a nice looking set. First Ball says the Steelers would have won more Super Bowls if the Patriots and Peyton Manning did not exist. Well, that might be true. Might be true. Juju Smith-Schuster, that is numbered to 50 to die cut for the Steelers. And then we have a little Richard Sherman, the Niners. It is numbered to 25. Max Impact to 199, Carolina Panthers. And Greedy Williams for the Browns to 99. Greedy Williams was an SEC guy too. Hi, Roberto. This is, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6. So this is the third box we're in the midst of. We've done 2. This is the third that we are in the middle of right now. Calvin Ridley to 60 for the Falcons. And Hakeem Butler, Arizona Cardinals, numbered to 199. Here comes a giant for you. Pretty good one, too. Lawrence Taylor to 99. A little imperfection down there on that lower corner. Maybe a tad, a little bit of chipping. I was hoping that was going to be signed, but at least we got the Giants in the books, right? A third redemption. Oh, boy. It's going to be one of those kind of products, isn't it? So there's 3 redemptions up there in housekeeping at the moment. And we have base Tiki Barber, Giants to 99. Here comes another rookie aura, and that is Marquise Hollywood Brown. Also had a nice start to his NFL career last week. That numbered to 30. A max impact relic to 99 for the Lions, Calvin Johnson. Jarrett Stidham makes an appearance for the Patriots, numbered to 35. Nice. Got a little purple ink on that one, too. And they color coordinated it. I'm so proud. You know, Panini doesn't always do the best job with stuff like that. You can just imagine sometimes they would slap, like, you know, red ink with a purple background or something crazy. But that was purple ink with a purple background, and I'm super proud that they managed to accomplish that. Because they don't always do the best job with things like that. Pat Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs. The Gunslinger, numbered to 60, I think. Was that 60? Yeah, 60. Double check that one. And another Raven to 25, Lamar Jackson. That's a pretty good looking relic for the Ravens. The Jets get involved. Joe Namath. I would love for this to be signed. It is numbered to 99 as a relic. I was hoping it would be signed, though. Miles Boykin. It's a Ravens kind of night. That is numbered to 50. And look, they matched up again. Green and green. Somebody at Panini was having a good week, weren't they? Somebody was like, oh, yeah, let's color coordinate for a change. Woohoo! Sad thing is, it was probably like an intern or something. And the intern had enough sense to do that. I'm just speculating, of course. You said, Oh, Roberto was asking about the Titans, and it looks like Kavika answered that. Thank you very much. That you got a Marcus Mariota in here of some sort. Ian, you have not missed archives. It will be after we run through Spectra here. We will dig into archives. I usually do the quickest breaks up first, and the breaks that take longer are usually the last of the night. Numbered to 60, that was Joe Montana. And here we have another Hakeem Butler. This one is numbered to 50. Big relic. And the Chargers to 99 with a max impact relic with Antonio Gates. Here come the Raiders. Jonathan Abram. And Jonathan Abram is numbered to 25. His sad little signature there, such as it is. All right, we have a Joe Montana die cut here. And the last Joe Montana, was for the Chiefs, right? Yeah, let's take a look at that again. Yeah, so the last Joe Montana was for the Chiefs. This Joe Montana that we are about to see is for the 49ers, which is where you usually expect to see Joe Montana in a trading card. It's numbered to 30, a die cut. But so now we know he's in the product, both teams. Phillip Rivers and the Chargers, that is numbered to 35. The Broncos to 199 with your rookie tight end Noah Fant. The Seahawks and Chris Carson. Chris is numbered to 99. Got a little ink there. Not your DK Metcalf, but still, we got you on the board with a hit. Oh, we're not ready for that. We got 2 more packs back there. Roberto, your very first break ever was 2014 Spectra. Oh, cool, man. I broke some of that all the way up and through probably the early part of last year, maybe even the middle of last year. I was still breaking some 2014 Spectra, but I think I'm out of it now. I don't think I've got any more around here that I can remember anyway. It's AJ Green to 99 for the Bengals. Chargers, 1 of 1. Oh, I love 1 of 1s. Please let it be an NFL shield or a Nike swoosh. Antonio Gates. Oh, man, we didn't get a swoosh or a shield, but that's all right. It's still a 1 of 1, and you still got a nice 2-color relic. So, hey, Chargers. Calvin Ridley to 99 with another relic. And here comes a duel. These are always interesting. It is numbered to 10. We have the Seahawks and DK Metcalf, A.J. Brown, and the Titans. And yeah, relics and signatures. And that is a nice looking card. But here's the deal. If you don't own both of those teams, that means it'll have to go to random. And one team will walk away happy, and one team will walk away sad. Rodney, hi Rodney, there has been Easton Stick. There has not been Josh Jacobs. And it looks like Jay Allen and Kavika already caught you up on that. So thank you very much for that, guys. As always, appreciate when you all jump in and help me out, because I am occupied and always get looking over there as quickly as I should. Numbered 250, Quinnen Williams, die cut, Jets. Tom Brady, numbered to 35. And that, of course, is the Patriots, and it's just like a special little Tom Brady tribute card or something. Bryce Love and the Redskins. That is numbered to 199. We'll see if that TB12 method can keep Antonio Brown on the field and out of trouble. Maybe. DK Metcalf, numbered to 99. There's the one you've been waiting for your Seahawks. There's your wish list right there. DK Metcalf coming out. All right, we have opened 4. We have 4 left, so we are exactly halfway. Kavika says, there haven't been any eagles in here. Where are all your eagles, he wants to know. Well, we're going to have to try to conjure some up for you, aren't we? Going to have to work on that. See if we can't get the eagles on the board. Jameis Winston, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, base to 99. Chargers are just all over it tonight, aren't they? Max Impact to 199, and Antonio Gates again. It's like the Antonio Gates box or something. To 199, Drew Brees relic for the Saints. The Rams make an appearance, numbered to 99 with Aqib Talib. Roberto, you own half of that DK Metcalf, AJ Brown card. I know, and that's the worst, isn't it? Like, I hate that when I have to go to a random, because you just, oh, it's so nerve-wracking. Rob Gronkowski, that is numbered to 20 for the Patriots. Yeah, I've been on the losing side of randoms, and of course, you know, occasionally on the winning side, and as, you know, a participant in someone else's break, and it is the worst to have to watch that little thing spin. That is to 35, Aaron Donald and the Rams. Here come the Bengals. That's numbered to 99 with dual relics. Oh, Ryan Finley with a pair of almost identical relics. Oh, look, it's Tom Brady again. Imagine that. But this one's numbered to 4. Could this be ink? Would this be ink? Oh, yes, it is, baby. Oh, boom and boom and boom. Tom Brady, inscription and autograph, hard signed, numbered to 4, money in the bank. Patriots, how about ya? We just made somebody's night. And hardly ever, by the way, do you see a Tom Brady inscription with his autograph. So, yeah. This is why we like Spectra, isn't it? Yes, it is. Drew Lock, numbered to 99, base for the Broncos. Everything else is kind of just like a letdown after the Tom Brady, isn't it? Well, I guess if you don't have the Patriots, you're like, doesn't let me down. Numbered to 15, Tariq Cohen and the Bears. A max impact to 199, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Chris Godwin relic. And a 4th redemption now up here in housekeeping. So you know, it would not surprise me if we find points cards somewhere in here because of that Tom Brady hit. But honestly, we're more than halfway through and we haven't yet. So maybe we'll escape it. Ryan Kerrigan to 50, die cut. Rookie Aura, Damian Harris for the Patriots. Excuse me again. That one numbered to 99. Russell Wilson to 99. Seahawks. The Vikings and Irv Smith Jr. to 75. Roberto says that the Patriots got their buyback, or they got their buy-in plus like a whole lot more. Yeah, Tom Brady to 4, that's going to bring in some serious dollars. And the fact that it has the inscription with it is going to make it even more so. Because as I said, it is not usual that you find a Tom Brady autograph with an inscription, much less a hard signed one. I mean, that's an incredibly good hit for somebody. You're going to make a lot of money on that one. If they resell it, they might keep it. You never know. Some people are buying for their personal collection. Troy Aikman, Cowboys to 99. Ooh, that's fancy, isn't it? Masked Marvels. That's actually kind of a cool looking card. It's Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, and it's numbered to 50. I think Masked Marvels is kind of a weird name for the card set, but I like the look of the card anyway. And Irv Smith Jr. comes out again. We see him a lot for the Vikings. Numbered to 50. Dexter Lawrence and the Giants. Numbered to 10, I believe that says over there. And first in the series. You know, that gives me a special little thrill. And Dexter Lawrence is actually a sticker autograph. I'm going to go back and look at this Brady again. I want to make sure that's not a sticker. No, I don't feel any sticker. No, it's definitely hard sign. That's what I thought when I first looked at it, but then I'm like, why would Dexter Lawrence sign on a sticker and Tom Brady be hard sign? So, anyway. Just double checking, just, you know, getting my ducks in a row. Deontay Johnson, die cut, Pittsburgh Steelers, 250. Nick Foles, oh, he had a bad start to his season. And that is numbered to 35. He'll be out till probably, I think they estimated like week 11 or something, didn't they? Or 10, or I don't know. Way far into the season, like almost out of the season. Numbered 225. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Chris Godwin. At last, an Eagle. Alshon Jeffrey to 50. I know you've been patiently waiting on your Eagles. Maybe an imperfection down there, lower right. Upper right as well, but not major in either case. So we finally get you an Eagle with an Alshon Jeffrey. Okay, we have Marshawn Lynch, numbered to 15. A max impact to 99 for Marcus Mariota and the Titans. The Buffalo Bills, numbered to 99, get Thurman Thomas. A little throwback threads. Another redemption. Good grief. Have you guys watched these, a lot of Spectra breaks today? Like, who's been coming out of these redemptions in general? Because we have 5 of them up there right now. So, yeah. Got quite a few to flip over in a bit. Mr. Kyler Murray, numbered 220, die cut, Arizona Cardinals. Another Eagle, numbered to 99, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Starting to see a little traction for Philly now. Here comes Warren Moon. Here's what you need to know about this. The Oilers are the Titans, right? So the former Houston Oilers, they moved to Tennessee. This is numbered to 99. They became the Tennessee Oilers before finally becoming the Tennessee Titans. So cards always follow their franchise. So that, of course, will go to the Titans, the Warren Moon relic. And this is what you've been waiting on, probably, if you have the Giants. Here is Daniel Jones, numbered to 75. So I'd say if you're New York, that's probably about what you've been looking for, right there. Kavika, you have seen A.J. Brown and Marquise Brown, because they are both half redemption and half live in here. Okay. Jay Allen saw a lot of A.J. Brown redemptions as well. Jalen saw 2 1-of-1s in the last break. Very good. Were they redemptions or live? Or one of each? I know last year when we were breaking XR football, we had, I think, a case that had a couple of 1-of-1s, and one, I think, was a redemption Baker Mayfield, and the other, I don't remember, was probably live. The Redskins, Terry McLaurin to 15. He had a pretty good start to his NFL career as well. Another masked marvel, Todd Gurley and the Rams, numbered to 10. It sounds like it should be an Avengers movie, doesn't it? The Masked Marvels. to 99. This is Hunter Renfrow and the Raiders. I think that's the second Hunter that we've seen, I believe. Marcus Mariota's all over the place tonight to 199. Tennessee Titans with a relic. Jalen, both the one-of-ones were live. One was DK Metcalf Nike swoosh, and then there was a Kurt Warner one-of-one. Oh, cool. Charles has seen TJ Hawkinson redemptions. All right. Well, we'll find out here shortly. We've only got a couple packs and one box left to go, and then we'll know. Pat Tillman, numbered to 20 for the Arizona Cardinals. But most of the time, when you guys have watched other breaks and you speculate, most of the time you're dead on with what we hit. Adam Thielen, that is the Vikings, and it was to 25. I got to get a few more little sleeves out of here. Jay Allen, one of the cases you watched had 6 redemptions, so we are not far behind it. We have 5, so we're not far behind it. This is numbered to 25, James White, and the Patriots are just killing this case. Patriots are crushing it. You've got Stidham, you've got Brady, you've got this James White. I mean, it's nice. Miles Sanders to 199, bad lower left with a little chipping or ding or something down there. For Philly. Joe Montana again, another one for the Chiefs to 99. Here come the Seahawks with Travis Homer. And Travis is numbered to 199. That stack is getting a little taller than I prefer, so we have to just switch that up a little. Oh, look at that. Throwback for the boys with Bob Lilly. Oh, that's nice. I like the card design of that too, with the 2 different images on it. Pretty cool. Where's the number on this bad boy though? Is this thing not numbered? Oh, there it is. Hidden down there. It's to 25. So the boys with Bob Lilly. And this is numbered 250. We have seen a boatload of Hakeem Butler. The patch on the right's nice. Penrod, you're asking about the Brady. Yeah, it is an autograph, hard-signed autograph with inscription numbered to 4. Yes, indeed. It's quite a handsome card. There is Urlacher, die cut, Chicago Bears 250. And how are you, by the way, Penrod? How is your wife? How are things? Is she done with all of her treatment yet? It's to 50 for the Dolphins, Preston Williams. And the rich get richer. Patriots with another hit. Lower left with a little tiny imperfection. That's numbered to 99. N'Keal Harry with a good-looking relic autograph to go with it. And the Jets come up with Curtis Martin, numbered to 25. We've got 1 box left, so we are last box mojoing it right now. But we'll have lots to do after we get through this last box. We've got 5 redemptions sitting up there right now in housekeeping, and all those will have to be dealt with. And we also have, of course, the 1 dual team card sitting up there that we'll have to find a new home for using random.org. And then we'll have to recap as well. So we've still got a few minutes of work to do here. Oh, they had to cancel one because their counts were too low. Yeah, we had that happen before too. Usually they give you that, oh God, why can't I think of the name of it? Neutropena, that's not it. But usually they give you, I'm assuming she probably got the same thing, the injection that helps boost your white cell count, and then they reschedule you after they kind of get you boosted back up. Ryan Kerrigan, and that is numbered to 10 for the Redskins, die cut. DK Metcalf to 199, out again for the Seahawks. The Boys, numbered to 199. Jason Witten, the man who really never goes away. He retired for a season, and then he came right back and looks like he never even took a season off, doesn't he? He's like eternal. I think he's the eternal tight end. Will Greer to 35. Nice for the Carolina Panthers. Purple ink on that one. Well, I hope those. I hope the scans come back well for you and your wife. So we'll keep good thoughts happening for you guys on that. Sam Darnold, numbered to 50, die cut for the Jets. T.Y. Hilton and the Colts, that is to 35. Curtis Martin again for the Jets, but this one's numbered to 5. And doesn't it look almost exactly like the other one that was a higher number? I mean the relic, not the design is slightly different, but the relic looks almost identical. It always cracks me up when they do that. Lower left, slight imperfection, numbered to 99, Arizona Cardinals and Andy Isabella. Oh, so they're not even going to try to make the other one up. All right, well, cool then. So if that was the last one they had scheduled anyway, then that's best case scenario for the time that it happens, that's for sure. Numbered to 60, that's Alshon Jeffrey and the Eagles. And rookie aura, Marquise Hollywood Brown, numbered to 30. Clinton Portis to 50 for the Broncos. Broncos been kind of quiet tonight in this break, haven't they? So that helps boost the Broncos count a little. To 25, David Montgomery and the Bears. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's a hot pink kind of ink on, I guess maybe that's a hot pink sort of background, but it's really kind of more purpley. It sort of clashes. But most of the others, I think they did a very good job in matching them up this time. And Calvin Johnson, Lions to 99. A max impact. Once again, the Oilers go to the Titans because that's the current name of that franchise, name and location. So Earl Campbell to the Tennessee Titans. Ooh, throwback Lynn Dawson. Kansas City Chiefs to 75. Oh, I wanted that to be signed. That's still cool. And Michael Strahan and the Jets is the last out live. All four corners of this Michael Strahan have imperfections, chipping, even a little bit along that bottom edge. This card's just seen better days in terms of the way it looks from the back. Looks nice from the front, though. Just has a little bits of imperfections on the back. But Michael Strahan and the Jets with the last live signature in there. So let's first take a look at our pile of redemptions here, and I'll flip them all over, then we'll go to the Panini website, we'll get the teams all verified and see what, if anything, these are numbered to and all that jazz after we look at each one of them. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, aspiring patch autographs, that's going to go to the Eagles. Followed by Jamison Crowder signatures. Is he still a Redskin or has he moved around? We'll look it up, of course. Byron Murphy, rookie autographs, Arizona Cardinals. Rookie autographs, Byron Murphy again. Imagine that. Arizona Cardinals. And Montez Sweat for the Redskins, rookie autographs. All right, so let's go look all this happy stuff up. We're going to let Panini tell us what is what with it. You see, I figured we'd hit redemptions, so I already had it mostly set up. We're going to go to the rookie autographs card set first because we have 3 of those, so we'll just knock them out first here. Eventually, when I scroll my way down there. Where is it? Did I go past it? That did say it. What does that say again? Yeah, just rookie autographs. I saw aura, and then I got myself confused. Excuse me. Card number 12, Montez Sweat. Redskins, as expected, it looks like it's going to be to 199. I'm going to get these labeled up as we go, so bear with me a moment as I do that little piece of work. Then we're going to go to Byron Murphy. He's card number 5. The Cardinals to 199, and of course there are a pair of those, so 2 Byron Murphys. Which absolutely makes me crazy when they do that. I mean, you know, 2 redemptions for the same guy. Come on. You can do a better job randomizing than that, Panini. And then we have... That's it for rookie autographs. So now we just need to go to card set signatures for the Jamison Crowder. And let's get ourselves down here to that. Whoops, I shot right past it. Card number 35. Where are you, Jamison Crowder? The Jets these days. See, I've had a feeling he had moved, but I couldn't remember where. That's why we go to the checklist, isn't it? Of course. You have to take my word for it, because I was pretty sure I didn't know. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Aspiring Patch autographs. Way back up here at the top somewhere. Aspiring Patch autographs. Card number 16. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Eagles to 199. Okay, so get the last of that labeled up. Now I'm going to switch you back live here to me. And we are going to deal with our other housekeeping issue, which is our dual team card. Which is this little bad boy here. I marked on myself with the Sharpie twice. I hate that. Anyway, I don't know why I felt the need to share that other than you could see it there on my thumbnail. So DK Metcalf and AJ Brown. Unless the same person owns both teams, which I think we already know they don't because they've been talking in chat. This is going to go to random. And what will happen is I will enter the Seahawks first because that's on the top of the card, and the Titans second because it's on the bottom. I will always go either top to bottom or left to right if the card had been oriented left to right. And I will hit random 3 different times. The first 2 times do not count. It is only the third and final random that will make the decision about which one of those teams gets that card. But first things first, the Seahawks, CHBU 286. And our Tennessee Titans, that's, I'm going to say, I know this isn't it, but I'm just going to go with APL Gatto 77. Yeah, all right, well, you know I'm going to butcher it. I butcher names. Of course I'm going to butcher usernames. So definitely we have 2 different team owners, which means the sad, sad task of having to disappoint one person while making another one happy. What does that say up there? Essential maintenance from 8 to 9 a.m. I don't know what UTC, I don't know what time zone that is, but I hope it's not before we get done tonight. That would not be fun, would it? We'd have to get creative then. Seahawks and Titans, good luck to you both. And here we go. You ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. There's 3 times our date and time stamp. Heads to the Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks taking home that little beauty right there by way of random.org. And I'm going to circle that. This is on the sleeve. I think everybody knows I would not ever write on a card, but in case you don't, see there? Yeah, right on the sleeve. And Jay Allen was telling me that that Jamison Crowder was a Jet, and so did Roberto. Thank you guys. Yeah, for some reason I didn't think he was still a Redskin, but like I couldn't remember where he went. So you know, I knew we were going to go look it up anyway. But I always appreciate you jumping in there and helping me out with that too. All right, let me get the base and the die cuts and all that stuff moved down here into a nice little area on the sorting part of the table, and then we are going to recap this. At the conclusion of the recap, we will begin Archives Baseball. So if you're here for Archives, you've got maybe another 10 minutes or so. So it did take a little bit longer than I told you it was going to take, didn't it? So I told you about 35 minutes, and it's going to take more like 50 minutes. So I'm sorry about that. Off the rails there a bit. So once again, Oilers are Titans. They stay with the franchise. So another Titan on that card, another Titan on that card. It's 3 Titans in a row. The Saints, followed by the Saints and the Bears and the Vikings. More Titans, the Steelers, Chargers, and the Bears. Well, we may as well look at these. I don't know why why I didn't want to pick them up. That's Seahawks, the Steelers, and the Cardinals. I was just gonna let those sit there. I don't know what happened. All right, then we have Bengals, followed by Chargers and Redskins, Falcons. There's that good-looking 1-of-1 card for the Chargers with Antonio Gates. Always like to see our 1-of-1s come out. Makes somebody happy. Kansas City Chiefs, the Broncos, the Cowboys, Cardinals, Eagles, and Eagles, Titans, Buccaneers, and Vikings. And then we have Seahawks and Buccaneers and Bears. Oh, basebaLll cards that fell your way. Yeah, that was good luck on that, man. Random took care of you on that one. That was the Jets and the Seahawks, the Jets again, the Bills, the Broncos, Chargers, Cardinals, Jets, and Ravens. And Roberto, I know, I'm so sorry. You had the other half of that card. That's what I said. I hate having to do that because I know one person's going to be so sad. I always hate that. Jarrett Stidham and the Patriots. Calvin Johnson for the Lions. There you have Giants and more. Cardinals, Panthers, Ravens, and Ravens. Loads of Ravens in the beginning. Anyway, we had a lot. Not as many towards the end. Michael Strahan for the Giants. The Bears, Cardinals, Panthers, Dolphins, Seahawks, Raiders, and Ravens. Then we have the Browns, the Bears. There's the Easton stick somebody was asking about for the Chargers. It's to 99. Does have a bad lower, well, actually neither one of the bottom corners are great, but one's a little rougher than the other. Ed Oliver for the Bills. There's another Raider with Hunter Renfrow, a 49er, and a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. And then the Patriots, the Cowboys, the Seahawks, James White. That's a nice looking little card to 25 for the Patriots. Another Hunter Renfrow for the Raiders. The Daniel Jones out for the Giants. An Alshon Jeffrey Super Bowl signature for the Eagles. Dexter Lawrence. Oh, I forgot we hit him for the Giants. I forgot all about that. So, yeah, when you asked me, you might have already hit this. I just had forgotten we hit him. Irv Smith for the Vikings. And there is that. Look at that. That's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. That is hard signed with an inscription. Fantastic pattern on it and numbered to 4. Money in the bank for somebody. Aqib Talib for the Rams and DK Metcalf and the Seahawks. Then, to recap our little housekeeping stack, this beautiful card, which was A.J. Brown for the Titans and DK Metcalf Seahawks, ended up heading to the Seahawks by way of random.org. Our redemptions, Jamison Crowder for the Jets, followed by Byron Murphy for the Cardinals, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside for the Eagles, Montez Sweat for the Redskins, and another Byron Murphy for the Cardinals. Okay, so that has got us all put together and finished up for Spectra. So now, those of you who have been very patiently waiting on me to get to archives, it's your turn. It's your turn to play. Let's get the spreadsheet up. Give me one hot second here to accomplish that. All right, that is not the page I meant to start on, though, is it? No, it isn't. This is the page I meant to start on. So, the breaks tonight, I am saying that I think I can get them out the door approximately Wednesday. Now, listen, I know that that's later than I would normally project something to go out. And I'm going to try very hard to get it out to you sooner than that. But the situation is this. I have got some family who is in some serious condition, in a very serious condition at the hospital, and really at this point probably not expected to make it, but we don't know exactly when or what or where or how it's going to happen. So I'm giving myself a little bit of cushion in there, okay? Because I don't want to tell you guys one thing and then have something come up and it be completely different. So just understand that I will get it out to you as quickly as I can get it to you. But expect it to be, maybe Wednesday, hopefully sooner, but I'm hoping, not later than that. Anyway, consolation cards. I imagine everybody pulled cards in Spectra. On the off chance that someone didn't, you would still get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation card or cards in it. And in Archives Baseball, I feel pretty sure that everybody in Archives will end up getting themselves something headed your way. So I don't believe we'll have to worry about consolation cards in that regard. So this is a 5-box case here, and or it's a half case, I should say. It is a 5-box half case break. It is break number 3. And of course, it also ended tonight, Friday night the 13th. Right? And we did have a few teams in here that did not sell. And you'll see those are noted there as no bids, breaker retains. So anytime you see one of those, you just have an idea that that's what it means. That it didn't find a forever home. Otherwise, you're going to see your name across from the team name there, and you know that that means they're coming to you. All right, let's get some archives up on the table here. I got to get it out. I got to get it out from behind me. I've got it in the floor back here, so give me a second. All right. So the back part of the case. That's why these boxes are all already numbered on the end, because when we start a case, but we don't finish it at the time that we're getting, that we started, if we don't sit and do the whole thing at once, in other words, I do use random.org to figure out which ones we open when. So random picked some box numbers, and we opened the first 6 numbers or first 5 in the first half of the case. So let me switch out my sleeves here. I need to get the thick ones off the table, get some regular ones on the table, and then we're going to be off to the races. First ball cards, you have in 3 breaks here hit 2 Haskins autographed jerseys in NT, a Daniel Jones /10 autographed jersey in Majestic, and now the Seahawks tonight. We have done pretty well for you, haven't we? That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. Jay Allen, you need the Phillies, the Rangers, and the Rays with a Hoskins redemption. Okay. You don't want to watch because all the Expos cards are going to drive you nuts. Yeah, okay, guys. I'm sure many of you, most of you, maybe all of you, have either seen the archives or opened some archives, been part of some breaks of this year. And of course, they're celebrating the anniversary of the expos. And boy, when they say celebrating, they are not kidding you, right? There are like half the hits on any given night are expos autographs. So they have a crazy amount of hits in this product this year because they're the featured, whatever you want to call it, subset, I guess. Because, you know, a lot of times they'll do movies, you know, they'll do Sandlot or Field of Dreams or something like that will be the featured card set. But for whatever reason, when it's those, we didn't have like 80 million Field of Dreams or Sandlot autographs. You might get a couple a case, but with the expos, man, they went nuts. Like every other thing is an expo in here. It's crazy. But we are looking for 2 autographs per box in here. Of course, again, you know the deal. It's quote-unquote on average, but Topps generally delivers what you're expecting to get. So we don't really run into points cards and things in here. Alan is here. Hi, Alan. Alan's over in Switzerland. He joined us last night, wasn't it? And it's like the middle of the night for Alan, so I'm kind of impressed that he's able to stay up. So I'm going to talk about this for a moment, because sometimes if people haven't broken archives, you look at that and you think, well, that's a signature, and she's just blowing right by that. Those are, of course, facsimile signatures. They are just printed on there. They are not actual live signed cards on that particular card set. So you're going to see tons of them go through. And I just like to point it out because sometimes, you know, somebody may not have opened a particular product before. So this is an example of one of the 50th anniversary Expos cards. Now that one, of course, is not autographed, but you'll see they do have that little 50 years stamp down on there. And we'll find a fair amount of those as well. So there's all kinds of interesting things in archives, and as you can see, there's many different card designs from past years represented. There's lots of Ichiro in here. He's another one that they kind of, I think, kind of quietly featured, it seems like, because there's a lot of Ichiro. And what else do we need to know about this? All the cards ship, so you're going to get everything. Big stack o cards, if you will, headed your way from archives. And what else? Am I leaving anything else out about it? Strong Crosby says there's going to be at least 2 Reardon autographs. Well, you might be right. And of course, right on track, the first autograph we see, which sadly blends in with the card and you can barely see it, but it is Cliff Floyd, and that is the Expos. It is numbered to 10. And the Expos cards, of course, are the Nationals. I think everyone probably knows that, but on the off chance that someone didn't or doesn't, yeah, the former Montreal Expos are the current Washington Nationals. So all those lovely Expos hits that we are bound to see will be heading to the Nats. John B. needs Atlanta. You need the Braves. I'll try to find you some Braves tonight. Jay Allen, good night to you too, my friend. Get yourself some rest and get geared up for the weekend. Sports-filled weekend. Baseball, college football, NFL. It is that time of year when lots of sports cross over and life is good. That's how we like it anyway. All right. Let's rock on through and see what else we've got here. This doesn't take a terribly long time to break because there's not loads and loads of numbered stuff and other inserts. I mean, this product is really just about celebrating the past designs mostly. I mean, it's fun, I think, to chase the rookies on the different card sets in here. And And it's just, to me, it's kind of nostalgic to look back at a lot of the different card sets. I don't remember all of them, of course, but I remember some of them. Brings back those memories of buying packs of cards at the grocery store for a quarter or a nickel or a dime or whatever they were, had gum in them. And here is a little Kevin Pillar for the Giants. And when I say little, I really mean little. It's the mini, which I love it. I love the minis. They make me very happy. I've always been a fan of the minis in anything. Allen and Ginter, I mean anything that has minis, I like them. All right, we have a Red Sox autograph here, and that is Johnny Gomes. Looks like, well, all four of your corners with a little chipping and stuff. Probably more evident because it is green. If it were white, we probably wouldn't have even noticed that, but since it is green there on the back, yeah, you could kind of see it. Strong Crosby, you got your Mean Joe Green mini helmet. That thing was cool, man. Oh, and you know what else? This will interest you, Strong Crosby. Oh, gosh, hang on, sorry. My little kitten there just knocked over a big stack of my boxes, so thanks a lot for that, little kitty. And he gets rambunctious sometimes, I swear to you. But we have got a new set of helmets coming out that we've never had before. You know, TriStar's always had the mini helmets, and for the first time this year, they are also doing full-size helmets. So how about that? That ought to be interesting. We've got the Leaf full-size helmets that we've always had, and now we're going to have some TriStar full-size helmets to go along with them. So pretty excited about that. And I think the weird thing is, I think they're going to come out kind of close to one another. I'm just going to pick up some of the, I'm going to get like 2 or 3 of these boxes out of the way here that he just ran into, because otherwise it's going to block the hallway. And then if he gets chased, then we'll have a whole other set of issues on our hands. So I just picked them up and tossed them. Well, I didn't toss them. I picked them up and set them out of the way. I don't know why they always like to chase each other at night. It's like they know, right? Ah, well, yeah, it's nighttime. We should rev it up and try to kill each other. I did also get, I don't remember, Strong Crosby, if you like the baseball jerseys or not, but I also got in some of the Series 2 Gold Rush baseball jerseys, so we'll get a break of that up before too long. And of course I got some of the TriStar Series 2 football jerseys, so we'll be doing some breaks of those by the full case, and then we'll have the full-size Leaf helmets coming and the full-size TriStar helmets coming, and we may have, I think we've got Leaf mini helmets coming yet still too, so quite a bit of memorabilia will be showing up here in the days ahead. I need to get all those National Treasures boxes listed. I've got big piles of National Treasures boxes. Some of them I use myself, and I store things in them, or I like them, and I keep them myself. But then all the rest of them, I've got them stacked all over this room, well, as you heard. And I mean always to list them when I'm breaking NT or when I'm breaking Flawless. I always mean to list a spot for the empty boxes, and then I forget to do it. Mendoza is who we have here, and I believe that someone called that, didn't they? Did somebody say that a minute ago? They thought we were going to hit Mendoza, or did I just dream that? Anyway, this, of course, is going to have to go out using random.org because, like, what are we going to do with the softball chick? Yeah, she's not on a team. So She'll be going out using random.org in a bit. But if anybody has any interest in older National Treasures, empty boxes, of course, or empty flawless briefcases or any of that stuff, let me know. Hit me up and send me a message and let me know, because I really do need to move through some of that stuff that I'm not going to keep myself anyway. Because it's just starting to really take up too much space. When I've got them stacked in the floor and stacked all over the place, it's probably time to, you know, move them on down the road. I don't need to keep that many. A few I will, because I like them and I store things in them too, but I need to probably move a lot of those on out the door. That ought to be numbered, that Clayton Kershaw, to 175 for the Dodgers. And have we found, we should still have another autograph in this box. Oh, well, we've got other packs back there too. So yeah, we'll find it, I guess, in those other packs. Another mini. Yay. This one's the Rays. And that little mini. R.M. Becker says, hey, you can just ship all those boxes to me. Paraphrasing, but yeah. I hear ya. I hear ya. We will have to, I don't know, one of these days, I always, as I said, I always mean to list them when I list the break. And then just have a spot for the empty boxes or the empty briefcase. And I somehow never think of it. And then then I don't want to just toss them all. And I mean to get them listed, but I run out of time, and then there you have it. Oh, somebody just jumped right off the pile there, Kyle Wright. But he doesn't seem to be any worse for the wear, fortunately. Every once in a while, somebody tries to stick a little bit to the card in front or behind and ends us up with a little problem. We have another Expos autograph, which of course goes to the Nationals. That's Bill Gullickson. And the rest of this is going to be base all the way through unless we find something numbered or another mini. We'll just be basing it on through the rest of this little stack. Another anniversary Expos. Alrighty, that box is taken care of. I'm just going to grab a little drink of water. Give me one hot second here. Allergy season is not my friend. John B. said Bill Gullickson is awful. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you question their player choice, but I don't know. I would be interested to know what their deciding criteria is. You know, is it like, oh, well, this guy charges less than that guy, or do they just think everybody's like a fan favorite? I don't know. Oh, you meant Kyle Wright. I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of fun to be on the product team, though, for one of these products. You know, get to be in on the ground floor of deciding the card design and the signers and what's going to be featured and all that. I think it'd be kind of fun to put one together. It would probably be a lot of work and probably super stressful trying to get cards back from people who needed to sign and return, but also probably kind of fun. We have an autograph for the Blue Jays, a little change of pace. That is Kelly Gruber for the Toronto Blue Jays. Strong Crosby, you said probably whoever answers the phone. You think that's who designs the card sets? Is that what you mean? Or that's who decides. Maybe you mean that's who decides, like, who's going to be signing or whatever. That might be what you mean. That you're there, whoever answers the phone, you're just like, yeah, we'll take you because you answered your phone. Jose Altuve, numbered to 175, or more to the point, probably because your agent answered his phone. Oh, yeah, you said know how to choose who to sign. Yeah, it took me a minute. I worked my way back through it. It did take me a minute, but I eventually muddled my way back through. That Cliff Floyd might be numbered. Yeah, to 99. Another one for the Nationals. Corey Kluber. That's a nice autograph hit for the Indians. And it's still 150, and it's on the Topps magazine cover. I like that. That's a really nice little hit. Indians and Corey Kluber. Very cool. Usually somewhere in archives you'll find a few rookie signatures in a case mixed in with all of the other stuff, but I don't believe we found any in the first half of this case that I recall, anyway. So maybe we'll have a rookie signature appear in the back half. That would be nice if we could make that happen. Man, I don't know what to do without my squeaky chair. I'm so used to every time I shift and move and fidget hearing that dumb chair squeak. Now that I don't have it I don't hear it. It's like, wait, what's happening? Where's the squeak? That thing's been squeaking for years, though, truthfully. Okay, this is a gold one for Polanco, but it doesn't have really any number or anything on it, but it does have a little tiny bit of gold down there at the bottom. So perhaps a variation of some sort, anyway. Man, the Cubs put a beat down on the Pirates today. Anybody watch that game? I mean, it was just a dreadful, dreadful beat down. I don't even know what the final score ended up being. You know, the Cubs pulled their starters and things probably somewhere around, I don't know, inning 6 or 7 when the score was like 17-4 or thereabouts. I don't know where it ended up. I got busy and didn't get to really watch the rest of it, but it was crazy. And it took forever. I mean, the Cubs would just like bat around and bat around and bat around and bat around again, all in one inning. I think a couple of innings, they got at least 11 or 12 men in batting in a single inning. Maybe more than once. It was I mean, it was crazy. But anyway, not if you're a Pirates fan, you didn't have very much fun. But if you were a Cubs fan, it was just like everything they touched was like magic. They were just bang, bang, bang all over the place with it. It ended up being 17-8. Okay, so the Pirates did get a few runs there somewhere late in the game, man. Strong Crosby, you gave up watching the Pirates for the rest of the season. Oh, man, I know. I'm sorry. That one was bad. That was a bad one. I don't know. Sometimes it seems like there have been that hasn't happened just to, your team. We've had that happen to several teams where you get almost like football scores. That's happened a few different times this season where people getting double-digit runs. It's somebody, wasn't the Astros that had 21-3 or something against somebody not too long ago? I don't know. It really has been like football scores, though, in recent days. And truly, the Cubs could have been even a worse beat than it was, because there were at least another time or two where they had bases loaded and could have potentially hit another grand slam and just, missed it, and Pirates got out of the inning to Babe Ruth to 175 for the Yankees. But a couple of different swings of the bat, and they could have ended up scoring up in the 20s. I mean, it was ridiculous. I don't know, Pirates pitching just was not on the mark today. Yeah, 9 runs in the first inning. Well, exactly. And Becker's like, it was a bloodbath. It was crazy. But, what are you going to do? I mean, if you're the Cubs fan, you're thrilled. But if you're the Pirates fan, it's awful. And since I'm a Reds fan, I'm usually in the, ooh, that was awful category. Yeah, it's not too often that my Reds come out and beat somebody down. Although we did manage to squeak out barely by the skin of our teeth a little win against the Mariners finally. And I think they said it was the first time we had beaten the Mariners, and I mean, we don't play them very often in Seattle, but it was, I guess, the first time we'd beaten them in Seattle, and I don't remember what, like 4,000 years. Obviously not really 4,000 years, but in a very, very long time. So, oh, look at that. Back to back. Won the parallel, of course, to 99. So that's kind of cool. You got the parallel and then the base right behind it. But yeah, I still watch my poor little sad Reds. Even though I know most of the time we're going to lose, I still watch them. Mendoza, Mario Mendoza. Speaking of Pittsburgh, an autograph for you. Yeah, it's hard to believe that baseball is almost over for the season. We're closing in on the last couple of weeks here, and it truly just seems like we just started a month ago in some respects. In other respects, it does seem like we've had a full season. Like if you look at how many times the Reds have lost, I feel like we've played a full season. Rick Honeycutt for the A's. So at least not as many Expos in here, so that's I'm kind of happy about too. Not that I begrudge you the hits if you have the Nationals. It's just, you know, the other break was probably half or more of the hits were all for one team, which was those Expos cards. So I kind of like it to be spread out a little more. It's just my personal preference. Nothing personal against the person who has the Nationals. We want you to get your share too, of course. All right, we are headed to Last Box Mojo. Now, here we're going to kind of collectively focus up our mojo, and we're going to try very, very hard to hit something huge in here. We want to bring the fire out of the last box. R.M. Becker, you said something about the Reds gives the past 2 years gives the Cubs fits. I think truly it's probably the fact that we are so bad. I know that sounds like it doesn't make any sense, but think about it. If you are setting down well, I shouldn't say setting down, but if you are going to be opposing someone who you feel is really bad, whatever you're doing, playing checkers, playing chess, playing, you know, baseball, football, whatever, debate, doesn't matter. If you think your opponent is really quite bad and you know that you're pretty good, you probably don't prepare as much because you feel like you've got a natural advantage because your opponent is, well, bad. So maybe you're not quite as prepared mentally, or maybe you just think, well, I don't have to work as hard this time because we're only playing XYZ, or I'm only playing XYZ. And honestly, I think sometimes that's what happens. They just think, oh, you know, this will be an easy one. And then something happens and whoops, yeah, you end up losing. I thought that might be numbered, but it is not. That is just the design. It's the border of the design on that particular Ichiro card. I mean, and that might not be it. That might not be it at all, but I do know that that sort of thing certainly can happen, so whether or not that explains it, I don't know. But I think my Reds have Castillo pitching tonight, so that should help me some. Mostly he has good nights. Every once in a while, Castillo will have a bad night too, though. I just saw Ohtani go by. You know, he's out for the year. Again, he's injured again. Although I forget what's injured on him this time. It says something, it was something unusual. Wasn't it something about his... I don't remember. I want to say something about like his knee or his something, and I don't know. It was an odd sort of whatever it was, but anyway, he's done for the year. Oh, I went past the signed Expos. Yes, I did. I didn't even see it. It's so dark, it blended right into the card. I would have caught it, of course, when I was sorting, but yeah, good call. Thank God it was on the top. We would have been looking for that for the next 20 minutes. But since you caught it right as I sat it down, I looked over and it was on the top. Thank you. That is Tim Wallach for the Expos / Nationals. Totally blended in there. I did not even see it. So thank you. Yeah, Castillo is kind of, as you say, the stud, but he does certainly have nights where he's just off. And if he's off, he's usually really off. But when he's good, which lately he's been good most of the time, he's really good. So I am happy for that. I mean, Trevor Bauer, on the other hand, who also just went by there on a card. Trevor Bauer has not been good since we got him from the Indians. He has not pitched anything close to as well as he was pitching in Cleveland. Like, I don't know what happened there. It's like the Cincinnati pitching curse hit him or something. Jay Allen, you did check back in at the right time, because I don't think if anybody else caught it, they didn't type it in, so you may be the only one of us that actually saw that when it went through. Oh, R.M. Becker, you're not kidding me. He says Bauer's killing him on his fantasy team. You're not kidding. He's been horrible. At first I thought, well, it's just the change of scenery, you know, because he's kind of I don't know, weird's not the right word. He's kind of a unique individual anyway. So I thought, well, maybe it's because he's gotten his routine out of sorts, or maybe they've tried to mess with his mechanics a little bit or something. But no, dude has just been bad. Numbered to 25, the Braves and Warren Spahn. And every time he goes out, I think, well, he's going to be better this time. Surely he's going to be better this time, and it's just getting worse. So, there you go. That's our big, exciting trade backfired. Of course, he may still yet get better. I don't know, but the Dodgers have our last hit, and that would be Steve Sachs. Yeah, well, Steve Sachs, Dodgers. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him. I wish I did, but he has not been good. And somehow we've still managed to muddle through. It's just, I don't know. Team's a hot mess. That's about all you can say about it. All right, so we've got some recapping to do, but before we do our recapping, we got to give away Softball Girl here. And Softball Girl here is also a broadcaster, but obviously the picture of her is playing, you know, softball. So Jessica Mendoza, she needs to find a new home because she can't stay here. So she's going somewhere with one of you, but she's not staying here. So here is the way this rolls. I'm copying the team names. We're going to buzz right back over here to random.org and paste these in. I will scroll through it all so that you can see that all the teams are actually pasted in here as they should be. I will hit randomize one single time, and then wherever we end up, whoever's in the number one position after we randomize is going to get that lovely, lovely broadcaster card. And I know you're really excited about it, so good luck, everybody. This is for the Jessica Mendoza broadcaster autograph. It is headed to Atlanta, the Atlanta Braves, getting Jessica Mendoza. You know what? I can almost sense your excitement, even though you're, you know, far, far away. I can feel how excited you are that went to you in random. So we're going to recap, and of course, that again, written on the sleeve, not the card. Jessica Mendoza going to the Atlanta Braves by way of random.org. Now, we'll recap our numbered cards. Warren Spahn for the Braves to 25. Then we have a little Colby here, also for the Braves, to 99, followed by the Babe to 175 for the Yankees, and Expos, Cliff Floyd to 99. Jose Altuve and the Astros, they're playing right now, to 175. A mini for the Rays with Tommy Pham. A mini for the Giants with Kevin Pillar. And a Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers to 175. I think he was pitching tonight, too, as a matter of fact. Dodgers, Steve Sachs. Expos / Nationals, Tim Wallach. Rick Honeycutt for the A's. The Pirates and Mario Mendoza, numbered to 99. Corey Kluber for the Indians, numbered to 150. Gruber and the Blue Jays. The Expos and Bill Gullickson. the Red Sox and Johnny Gomes, and then the Expos and Cliff Floyd to 10. So there we go, kids. That's the break, and that is the recap. And let's do a little reviewing of our spreadsheet information for those of you who might not have caught it earlier. So Wednesday is the projected date to get it out the door. Listen, guys, I want to get it out faster, and I'm going to try very hard to. But as I mentioned earlier, we've got a family member who's probably not going to be with us too much longer. And so that puts a lot of things into flux for me right at this moment. So I'm projecting Wednesday, and depending on how all that goes, I may be able to get it to you sooner than that. But let's stick with Wednesday so I don't overpromise and underdeliver. Everybody pull cards in archives. If for some reason you got skunked in Spectra, you would still get cards in the mail, and they would be consolation card or cards and would ship out with the rest of the break. So tomorrow night is an off night. On Sunday, we're also going to start at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. We will open a case of TriStar Game Day Great Series 2 autographed football jerseys, as well as 12 boxes of Absolute Football. Those are 2 sealed inner cases, but they are individually sealed inner cases. They are not from a sealed master case. Then on Monday, it will be a 16-box case break of Chronicles Baseball. On Tuesday, 5-Star Baseball and Spectra Football. On Wednesday, it's a new release day. Got a lot of stuff coming out. We plan on starting at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. That means your auctions are going to start ending around 6 o'clock Eastern time, much earlier than normal. It'll be a half case of Flawless Collegiate Football, a full case of XR Football, and a full case of Bowman Chrome Baseball. So that's how it's looking, kids, for the days ahead. And I guess that has me finished up for tonight. As always, I appreciate you being here, spending part of your evening with me on this Friday the 13th. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. If I don't see you again on Sunday, I hope I will see you again soon. And of course, tomorrow night's an off night, so we'll see you Sunday. Bye now.